turns out it's time for a new video, and coincidentally lined up with my realization that I've had this thing a year now. It's about a year and a week. So doing a quick reflection, and a lot of guys building projects will understand that time goes nowhere. Just a couple of quick notes I've got, because I've got a memory like a sieve. But on reflection, I'm very disappointed in myself, because I genuinely thought I would have this up and running in a year, as in on the road. Not finished. I never had it planned to have it finished before it drives. In New Zealand you have to go through certain processes. You have to get a car certified for all modifications, and since this is a scratch built, which means it's built from nothing, the only thing this car doesn't have to have that your late model car has is this doesn't have to have ABS, and it doesn't have to have airbags. Everything else in the way of safety this pretty much has to have is in the way of two-stage burst proof locks, windscreen wipers with 2 stages, windscreen squirters, horns obviously, and all that sort of stuff. It's got to have impact crush zones in the chassis, which I'm fairly sure, I'm hoping has been done. So at the end of it getting certified and warranted and registered on New Zealand road, I've had no ambition or no plan to have it painted or interior in it. I just want to have it how it is, but I can turn key and drive it. Then I can give it a good shakedown and find all the weak points out, and I have to drag myself all over the body, because this is the having this finish. Yeah, it looks horrible, but I drape all over it. I throw tools on it. My young fella jumps on it like it's like a jungle gym, so I don't have to worry about scratching a big dollar paint job, because it's going to get a big dollar paint job. But yeah, I fully intended to have that up and running by now, but it just doesn't happen. The biggest thing I've got to take on board is it's spent about 4 months out of the shed, getting various work done. The exhausts, they were at a fabricated shop. It was there for a month. I couldn't touch it. Getting the ECU put in and wired and run and mapped, and getting the engine up and running, that was another month. Getting the doors built, like the doors, they just came in pieces. To get them assembled is a huge job, because in New Zealand you have to have side impact bars and 2-stage burst proof locks fitted and all that sort of rubbish. So that's done now. There's a few other bits and pieces that it's been way getting done, and so it just takes time away from me being able to work on it. My young fella, it's the first year at school this year, last year to this year. So with my roster, all my days off, we're looking after young fella, because a lot of them are during the week. So a 5-year-old's not really interested in being in this truck up past him. Not really interested in being in the shed working on cars. Oh, battery's going to turn flat, so this will be stopping and starting again in a minute. So that's where I'm with the time and all my excuses. But it's just as much good. Oh, I'm going to change that battery, it's about to stop. Well, that was pretty amateur. We were talking about time and excuses. Yeah. So yeah, there's also other things they just take time away from number one focus. Like I had the Cortina National, so I had I think I spent a month prepping the Cortina, then that caught fire and had to fix that, so that took another month. Oh man, that was a headache. And just day-to-day life, got to keep the family happy, got to be a dad, got to go and do the things, and it weighs on you, or weighs on me, having something I'm trying to get done, and then just getting an hour a day every couple of weeks sometimes, if that, but then I'll get a couple of days on it. Like today, I've got today and tomorrow to work on it. I went down to get the parts I ordered 2 weeks ago. No, I'm not here. So just it's been one of those days this morning. But never mind. Enough of the crap. I've got to focus on the good as well. So the good is it's an AC Cobra. It is, unfortunately, aesthetically, it looks very similar to when I got it still, because I haven't put the windscreen or the roll hoop on or bonded on. But if you look past that, it's got two functional doors that have latches. Everything works. The dash, the gauges, seats are not sitting or bolted in. It's got seat belts in it now, working retractable seat belts. All the lights are done, except for I haven't ordered the rear lights because I'm just trying to figure out what style of lights I want to put on the back. But it's already wired. All the brakes lines are run. The motor runs. It's beautiful. Allegedly, it's got 40,000 k's on the motor, so it's still basically new. I'm just waiting for my power steering pump to get back, and then I'll have all the steering done. It's got a clutch in it now. This changes gears. It's all jacked up at the moment because I've been under it last week, and I just couldn't be bothered putting it back on the ground for a video and then jacking it back up. Like, no point. So it's got a clutch. All gears work because the gearbox is brand spanking new. The next issue I found out with the stupid gearbox is it doesn't have a speedo output, so it's got a reluctor wheel on it now. So today's mission is to get the sensors all plumbed up, and hopefully, if all goes well, it'll just work perfectly. But yeah, boot mechanisms in, boots mounted and fitted, but it's just got to get my fiberglass to come around, hopefully today, and measure it, so because it's two piece, it's just got to be bonded together and shaped to fit. Then that's done. The roll bar, I might even get in today or tomorrow. Because the seat belts are all done, there's no need to pussyfoot around, and I can do it. It's just another step I can do. Then before the windscreen goes on, I want to mount the locking tabs for the bonnet, and so I have to make all that stuff up yet too, so then I can have locking tabs, then mount the windscreen and water reservoir. Then the list of things that need to be done is getting smaller, but there's still a lot. Yeah, if the parts are here today rather, apart from the steering bits I need, the car should be running and driving, starting, stopping. Like, I will drive up and down my driveway, but I won't take it on the road. It's just peace of mind. I don't trust the temporary build in there, the parts that are designed to measure and for adjustment the bump steer. It's just a temporary fitment, so I've got to get it measured and order the right parts. It'll probably be fine to drive, but I'm not going to. But yeah, it's just so much done in there. It's I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that tunnel goes onto another tunnel that's got a light at the end of it. But yeah, so in a nutshell, it is going well. It's taken longer than I thought, but there's been unexpected delays, and there's nothing I can do about it. So Project Cobra starts, runs, idles, changes gears. I've also got a handbrake in it now. All the gauges work except for the speedo. I'll hopefully get that sorted today or tomorrow. And yeah, essentially it's 85% done. But it was 85% done when I bought it. Well, that's what I was led to believe. But yeah, so it is coming along. There's still a lot to go, but it's just a list of things to do and tick off. But yeah, definitely, if I hadn't bought it and I came across it and I was in the same situation, I honestly don't know if I would have bought it or would still buy it. But yeah, that's how hindsight works. Yeah, I know I'm going to love it as soon as it's done. I'm already planning a trip in it, and at the end of the year, It's a big ask. So yeah, it's a 2,000k trip, and yeah, we'll see. At the end of the day, if it's going, cool as. I have no doubt in the car, but it's a week-long trip, and that's a long way to go with no roof. But yeah, so that's the update. Project Cobra is coming along. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully with more updates of progress.